YouTube. Hi. Oh my gosh, I made it. I'm here finally. I'm a little nervous. This is going to be my first video. Let me introduce myself. Dee Blaregold. I am so happy to be here on YouTube land. So I need to let Mr. Cannell know I pressed record. She was so encouraging with that. I would come up on Twitter, just press record. I am an aspiring author, and I currently have written, I have a manuscript. This is a very, I'm going to call it old. That's something I wrote back in 2015 during NaNoWriMo. And I wrote a little bit over 50,000 words. And the thing is, when I started that, I had no outline. Just like today, I have no outline again in doing this video. So I hope everyone will bear with me. Give me a little slide. This is my first time. But I'm just so glad to be here. Oh my goodness. This is a big step for me. Just my personality. I'm normally sort of reserved, but I can get a little goofy. I'm just silly. That's just me. I've always been like that. Hey, it might be a little rambling today. Gosh, how long do these people have to talk in this YouTube world? At least 15, 20 minutes? Whoo! That's a lot for your girl. I'm just telling you. That is a lot for Dee. Anyway, as I was saying, the name of that book that I had written is called Bingo Baby, Beginner's Luck. It's going to be a new platform for me, YouTube. My main platform is on Twitter, and my handle is @Dee Blaregold. And so you could follow me. I'll do most of my posting there. And I'm also on Snapchat, and that is, the handle is Dee Blaregold Write without an S, because I made a mistake and forgot to put the S. Well, it should be easy to find. And I'll post there every once in a while, silly things. I like that. I like having fun, silly fun. So you have all the cute filters on there. I'm so happy to be here in Authorland. What do they call it? Authortube? Yes. Yes. I made it. I made it. Dee's here. I'm all about having fun. I want to learn. I want to stretch. And the main thing, I want to get this manuscript. This is just a manuscript that I started. You see, has all the red highlights and everything in it. And I want to do it that way. I did it without an outline, but I had in my mind how I wanted the story to go. But then I would remember something, and I would put an asterisk, and then I'll try to go in and interject more information. Oh my gosh. When I finished that and printed out the pages, I think it was like 17 to 20 pages that were printed out, single spaced. Let me see. I think it's single spaced. No, it's double spaced. It was just like overwhelming. And I think that was like, oh my God. So I looked at that and was like, oh, where do I start it? I want to get it published. I want to share my first book ever. I've written a couple of poems, and I used to write other poems. But I am glad to be with you people here, with you YouTubers. Hey, I made it. I made it. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just lost for words, and I'm being silly. I know I wanted to do YouTube, and I think it's going to help me if I do it alongside with getting this book published and working through it. And I have to work getting the right editor, book covers, everything. You know, I have some ideas in my head, but my biggest thing is like, it's so much information out there and so much good stuff that it's hard to figure to utilize. Who could I get to help? But I have one person in particular. Yeah, that's a YouTuber that I'm gonna check out her program that she has, because she's killed it, man. She came and smashed it and gotten her books out, and just awesome. I like everything about her, the way she does things. So I think I might go with that. Like I said, I've looked at other people and read books and information and watched how other people have tackled and gone on with publishing it. But the best thing I'm thinking, what I have to do is just get it done. Okay? And I have to focus in just little bit by little. Like if I say I'm going to look for book covers, I need to just focus in on book covers, hone in on them, find the best one, think about what best to fit the title of my book, and go from there. Yes. And as long as I'm satisfied with it and think it looks good, and that should be cool. I'm a mom. I have 5 children all over the age of 13. I have 4 grandchildren. Yay. And I have a couple more on the way. I think about that every once in a while. I'm like, wow. Just had my children and then my children having children. That's a lot. Multiplication. I work full time, like 7-8 hours. And I've been doing my career a little bit over 20 years. I love it, love it, love it. I work with children with special needs. It speaks to my heart of helping them reach milestones. And my goal is becoming a full-time author. Yes, why not? Yes, I said it. Oh my gosh. Hey, I love books. I love read. So on this channel, I want to mainly do and come along on my journey to getting my books published. Bingo Baby, Beginner's Luck. That is the first book. Is going to be a 6-book series. I know. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't bite up too much. I don't think so, but it's going to be a 6. I have this book written. This is a draft, and then I have like a third of the second book written that I started drafting it. I think in NaNoWriMo 20, I think it was the next year, 2016, but I had so much going on, boy. I ended up going on a trip, vacation, thought I was going to take the laptop with me and all that. None of that panned out. So that book was just sitting there. But I want you guys to come on the journey. Mostly this channel is going to be with me on my journey to writing, getting published, and I'll show you ins and outs and the next steps that I'm doing. TBRs, to be read. I'll do books. Maybe I'll do a little my opinion of the book. Not a harsh opinion. I don't think people should, judge harshly on books or whatever. You can tell the truth, but don't go overboard. I'll just tell you how I liked it. My plan is to post like every Tuesday. Woo! I said it. I put it out there. Like the post on this channel. And I think that I'm going to name this channel, if I haven't already, doesn't have a title there already, it's going to be either DB Writing, that's D-E-E, the initial B, Writing, or just plain DB Writes. Maybe you guys can tell me what's best. I probably won't put anything up until if I get some viewers. Hello viewers, are you out there? But anyway, so to be read list, mainly about writing. After 6 months, I'll see about maybe I could do some blogging, or before. It depends how this thing goes. But like I said, this is a big step for blogger. Might be me going on different excursions or different things that I have to do related to my writing. Or since I'm writing this book, Bingo Baby, it's the reason why I'm writing it, because I play bingo sometimes. Book came from that concept. One day I just blurted out, I'm going to write a book called Bingo. And my daughter, that concept, because it's Bingo Baby, she always says, Bingo Baby, yeah, So it's going to be fun. Oh my gosh. Fun, fun, fun. That's the name of this game. And I thank the ones that are watching now. I welcome you. I appreciate you if you've even taken the time even to watch 5 minutes of this. I want to rise to the challenge, and I want to challenge myself. And I get these books out into the world, into people's hands, and hopefully people will really enjoy them. I said I love books. I grew up, reading. I used to read a lot to my grandmother, and she was my inspiration because she helped me to read. And she helped me to learn words, and she taught me a lot. And she barely had an education herself, and she was partially blind. And I'm thinking, yeah. So I used to read to her. I would come home from church and either read the Bible to her, or I would read I've gotten from school. Back then, the school, I guess, when certain books would get old and they didn't need them anymore, I guess they thought they were outdated. So they would stamp the word obsolete on the books. And they would throw them in the trash bin, you guys. Little did I know, even at a young age, I would see this all the way from like the first grade on up. See books in the trash. It made I would feel so sad. I don't know why. When I think about it now, I say, wow, I guess I was always supposed to be an author. I just have that passion. I even have a passion for books. I love books and I love hardcover books. I love taking care of them. But now that we have electronic books, and this is my favorite. This is my go-to. This is my little nook. That's better to me. That way the books don't get torn up. I really had a problem with that. I to this day, that used to bug me how they would just discard the books. So I would get in that trash bin and I didn't live too far from the school, so I would get those books out. I'll take some home back to the school, and I would get more. And we always had a bookshelf with books, like down in the hallway, yes, sitting on the bricks with the painted wood slats. That's okay. And we had the encyclopedia and the world books and all that. Probably a lot of people did. But we had all types of books. So I would go and get those books and put them on that shelf. But those are the books that I would read to my grandmother. You know, and she really appreciated it. And she really encouraged me and motivated me. You know, I used to write poems for my church and read and recite them. My whole motivation also to start writing, because I started this journey with writing a book. And I have written it. I still have to finish about 4 chapters. And it's a tribute to my grandmother. And it's called Mama Dossie. Because that was what we called that one. I'm going to publish as soon as I can get this Bingo Baby book out. Then I'm going to start working on Mama Dossie and get that book out. And that one's not going to be totally self-published. I'm going to have to do, that's going to be like a hybrid publishing. That was the inspiration of me wanting to write. I blurted out, I said, I'm going to write a book about my grandma. It was over 20-some years ago. And yeah, don't wait that long, people, honey. If you guys have an idea and have books and things you want to do it. I'm telling you, it took me, I procrastinated just to get on this channel. I kept thinking all today. I was like, oh, I'm going to go home and I'm going to do this. And hey, but I did it today. I usually would say that almost every day for about a couple of months. I didn't think about coming on YouTube seriously for about a couple of months. But I think this is going to help me propel myself as I work along. And I'm being held accountable. I'm going to get those videos out. Sean Cannell says it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so that's best to me. So if I can get that one video out every Tuesday, if I do that for 6 months, then maybe I'll start doing little personal vlogs here and there. And then I'll choose a day for that. Yes. But I'm so glad you came and stopped by to see Dee. Yes. And you guys look at my background. Yeah, I'm working on it. That's the best I get. Hey, but I had to start somewhere.